Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here. Team iFixItAll. Where did it go? There was a bee in here. Dang it. I missed it. I wonder if he's in there. No, dang it, it was a big ass bee too. So, when we harvested our pears from our pear tree, I was aware of a few pears that were left, but kind of like with my sumac, I didn't harvest every single sumac like up in there. See, didn't take them all. I left some, kind of like with the pears. And like I told the wife with the blueberries, we didn't harvest them all. Some of them are still hanging out. There's a couple right there. Let's see if I can catch them. I'm making a point here though, just so you know. There was a lot that fell. I just caught a bee up inside that pear getting food. Now it's mid-September, of course, but we're starting to, in West Virginia, see our fall colors and our cool nights, and there's still bugs out and everything, but still. When you're collecting your fruits and veggies, sometimes it pays to leave a little bit behind for the critters that need to go hibernate. And I was kind of happy to see that there was about 6 or 8 pears that were on the ground and out in the yard that had fallen off of this pear tree. Is he back? He is. There he is. And what he's doing is he's getting food. See him? A pretty good sized bee. Now if he thumps me, it's my own fault, I know. But still. Look at him. So this is like a gold mine for this critter. And I am enjoying the idea that my plan of leaving a little bit behind for the critters out there is paying off. And think about that as you garden, or if you're getting your apple trees, your apples, or your fruits, or your anything like that. Blackberries, huckleberries, what have you. Don't act like a locust and obliterate the entire thing, because the things that the plants that you're taking from need to procreate themselves. Sometimes it pays to leave some of the fruits behind. And it's really genuinely nice of you to leave some of the best behind. You may have a whole wad of shade berries you're looking at, and man, that would really be good if I took those home. Yeah, I'm sure there's other wads of shade berries around. Leave a few behind for the critters. It's the right thing to do. Alright guys, that was my only point there. By the way, my tater patch is sown in turnips. So is my squash patch. Sown in turnips. This is dedicated to my father-in-law who up in Ohio. He said, well, I don't know, I just fertilized my garden by sowing turnips at the end of the year and let them grow and rot in the ground in the spring and till them in. So I'm giving that a try. Got turnips growing in mulch with the intentions of, I don't have a use for a turnip, but if they'll decay and promote fertilization, turnip seed is cheap. Alright guys, that was just my point I wanted to make. I think about that with gardening and all that too. Our garden's on our tail end, but we've still got a lot of harvesting going on. And the last video I think I did, it was about, the garden update was about placement of some replacement cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts in between my corn rows. Well, I've since cut out the corn but left the stalks because these guys are going to get mulch in these troughs, and when they get a little bit bigger, I'll throw mulch in there and I'll hoe that dirt up on them. And I will start making it a habit of growing broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage in the fall, because I'm done trying to get it in the spring into the summer. Too many bugs. We've got a lot still going on in our garden. Peppers coming on. Kohlrabi. Carrots aren't harvested yet. We got lima beans coming on. Tomatoes still coming on. We've got these things got eaten up by bugs. I think that was a cabbage until it wasn't. But I'm going to leave it in the ground and let it sprout up next year and turn into seed. Squash still coming on, like I mentioned. We got a lot of squash hanging that needs picked. Got a lot of tomatoes coming on. Some are browner than others. Got some pumpkin in there, butternut, mystery squash. Some of the stuff I've marked and red tagged for seed. There's several of them marked for seed, because the intention here is to let the squash hang on as long as possible. We got sweet potatoes we haven't harvested yet, which we did a test dig, and it was a beautiful experience. We had a really nice sweet potato that came out, so I'm excited on that. Here's a red tagged squash. I'm calling that yellow smooth. It'll go to seed, or it'll become seed. I need to water a few things though. Hello, Boki. What the hell is this plant over here that's trying to repop? Huh. Trying to go green again. Interesting. Hello, Boki. It's okay. And we got a few things over here going to town. Got hot peppers coming out the yin yang. Some patty pan. I've got this patty pan red tagged to add to my stockpile of seed, herbs, hot peppers. I'm not a hot pepper fan. And the wife was in there working with some apples, and she came out so excited, and I was too. She was working up a Granny Smith apple, and she cut it in half, and all the seeds on the inside of the Granny Smith were sprouting. So I got Granny Smith planted here. Got some ultra late broccoli and cabbage in here, which I don't think I'm going to be able to shoehorn in. I don't think we have enough days. What is that, a mater on the ground over there? Looks like it was going together. Sure is. A mater fell. I wonder what caused that to fall. Huh. We're going to have grapes next year. I planted this year, and that's what it's done so far. I'm kind of afraid to leave these grapes here, but they're doing so good. Strawberries kicked off real well, the replacements that I did, because the chickens tore up this whole area. Is something I recently built. It's a netted in bamboo archway. Strawberries are doing good. Figs, I'm hopeful. I think I've got a peach tree popping in here or two. I don't know if that's grass or peach tree. That's my Icama right there, Moonchild. It's as big as it got. I forget what's in these little pots here, but I'll have to remember. And our herbs up through here. Past videos, not too far back, you can see how I built this for nothing. This whole thing here. I had to buy the netting though, because I had to protect our blueberries and our huckleberries. But I stair-stepped in 10 or 12 herb beds. And this is my wonderful purslane bed. I was able to transplant purslane up to here from our raised garden beds. And there's some forget one of the mints. Here's my wonderful wine berries. I'll have to expand this another stall to keep the wine berries protected from birds. Now, it sounds contradictory to what I was talking about before. Now that the birds can't get to the blueberries, why did I leave a few behind? I wanted them to be able to reseed and germinate and keep going and keep chooching along like natural. Got some squash up through here. I've discovered that right around last week of August, I've got sun getting cut off by those trees there, so I'm gonna have to top some of those off. Otherwise, this area would have gotten sunlight in the fall weeks, like the whole month of September. I could have this lit up around 10 a.m. The sun's trajectory is right through there. It pops out for a little bit. It's chopped again, and it's out again. So that's only like 4.5 hours of sunshine before it's behind that tree over there. In the summertime, my sun sets right there. But in the fall, it's setting right there. Or going behind that tree. But I've got some topping to do up through here. Alright guys, that was a garden update plus a little message about thinking about the critters out there and giving them access to some fruits. Just don't be a locust and take everything. Leave a little behind for the birds and the bees and whatever. Alright, see ya. Bye.